Welcome to Small Talk. My name is David Shaw. I wonder what insights you are gaining into the experience and life of others during our experience of this pandemic and lockdown. For being able to understand people better will aid our prayers and enable us to be more sensitive in the things that we say and the things that we do. I, for example, before last March, just took church for granted. I assumed it would be open every Sunday. I assumed that there would be no risk in going to church. I certainly didn't anticipate that there would be a service on Good Friday that was interrupted by the police telling people to go home, otherwise they would be fined. I would never have thought that we would have to do a risk assessment, have to sign our names in or press for the special magic thing that you do with your mobile phone that tells you where you were at a particular time, that we would have to hand sanitize, that we would have to socially distance. But this has given me an insight into what it's been like for some of our brother and sister Christians around the world, where each Sunday there is a risk of gathering for worship. They have to plan the arrival and the departure. They must come singly or in pairs, must leave singly or in pairs, because to leave in a crowd would draw attention to them. I've regretted not being able to sing "Thine be the glory" in the company of my brothers and sisters in church. I found it frustrating to give a muted "He is risen indeed, Alleluia" to that great Easter greeting. But that's what my brothers and sister Christians in some persecuted churches have to do all the time. For to sing a rousing hymn or to give a dynamic response to one of these responses that we have would draw attention to them. Passers-by might report them. And the police intervention wouldn't just say go home. For them it would involve detention and possible incarceration and imprisonment. I wonder what insights you have been gaining into such people and to such lives. Then there are those who are separated from us. I have missed seeing my grandchildren. I didn't see them for 4 months, but I've had an insight into those whose family live in Australia and New Zealand, who they don't see from one year to another except by Skype and by Zoom. I now understand their situation so much better. There's been a lot in our news about foreign holidays, about not being able to go out for meals, about not being able to do this, not being able to do that. And some of us have got quite frustrated about it. But what insights have we been gaining into people who live in countries where authoritarian regimes restrict life on a permanent basis? The phrase easing of lockdown is a phrase they would love to hear. So, my brothers and sisters, I invite you to think. What insights are you gaining about the lives and experiences of others as you experience lockdown and this pandemic? Give it a thought. Thank you.